Hello, wine-drinking people. Today is Saturday, the 8th of October. We're getting ready for a marathon week of events starting tomorrow night with Truchard at the Ritz-Carlton in Fort Lauderdale, and Truchard again at the Blue Moon Fish Company, and then begins Piedmont Wine Week. We've got our Piedmont tasting at the Tower Club, and then we've got, we've got a little Tuscan tasting here with Argiano and Bodega Nuima from Argentina the next night, and then back onto the Piedmont with Raffaella Bologna, one of my favorite producers in the Piedmont from the town of Rochetta Tanaro. We'll be trying the famous Bricco d'Uccellone, one of the greatest Barberas made in the Piedmont. Vertical selection of that. And then Friday night, finishing up with the Marchesi di Barolo, which is what this email is about. We've got one of the legendary, one of the historic properties of the Piedmont Inn for dinner. The owner will be here, Anna Abbona. This is the first time I've met Anna, but I'm excited about having dinner with her on Friday night. And this property has an incredible history in the Piedmont. It's located right in the town of Barolo, the Marchesi di Barolo. Well, several generations of different families have been, in charge of this property throughout the years. The current incarnation, the current family that runs it, bought the property in 1895. I'm sorry, Pietro Abbona was born in 1895. He began working in the cellars of Barolo, and thanks to his work and tenacity and skill, he was eventually able to acquire the Marchesi di Barolo estate along with all the vineyards at La Volta Castle. And this family, the family that started the property, the Marchesi Faletti, a very famous family in Barolo, and did very much to advance the name of Barolo and the notoriety of this wine throughout the world. And as I mentioned before, Pietro Abbona being one of the modern-day pioneers, I shouldn't say modern day, but the last generation of pioneers to bring this property to fame, and he was a legend in the town, and many people still remember him to this day, an inspiration to our current generation of winemakers. And as I said, I'm very happy to have Anna with us to show us the current releases from the Marchesi di Barolo, a property that made very good wines throughout the years, some benchmark wines in the early days. And I don't want to say it's kind of fallen out of the limelight, but it's good to see that they are back on the quality scale. And, these wines, the 05 vintage, an outstanding vintage in the Piedmont. Well, it's easy to remember the bad vintages and the good ones. Only 2002 have been bad, really, in the last 10 years. 2003, a little warm and variable, but 04 and 05, outstanding vintages, as was 06 and 07. So check it out on today's email. We've got a lineup with Marchesi di Barolo wines that we'll be serving a week from tonight almost to next Friday night at Cafe Maxx on the 14th of October. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.